For the moments that matter, choose Curad Naturals. Infused with aloe vera and vitamin E, Curad Naturals bandages protect your unexpected scrapes, cuts, and burns while also moisturizing your skin. Find deeper relief with natural ingredients you can trust to start the healing. When life's surprises call for the best, choose Curad, a deeper level of care. Shop the full collection on Amazon or visit Curad.com to learn more.
I'm Nina Concepcion.
And I'm Katherine Taylor.
And we are
Obsessed is a comedy podcast about your hyperfixations, the ones that keep you up at night, hijack your group chats, or send you down a rabbit hole.
Each episode, we deep dive and unpack the niche interests you just can't get your mind off of. No obsession is too weird when you're among friends. Yay! Okay, so we're here. This is our very first podcast episode.
Happy first podcast, Nina.
I can't believe it.
Wow.
Happy first podcast.
Do you remember how back in December, our venue for the live show said that maybe we weren't going to get any more shows?
Exactly.
And here we are.
Here we are. We did our show for 5 people.
We did our show for 5 people. But now we're selling out.
Now we're selling out, and now we have a podcast.
And now, because we're at this table, we have a podcast.
Yes.
Nina, who are you?
Oh my gosh, I am an actor, comedian, and forever fangirl here in LA. And Katherine, who are you?
I am a comedian, an actor, and a writer. I live in Los Angeles as well, by way of Chicago. And I have loved things all my life, a little too much.
We should, so how Katherine and I met and how Obsessed became to be is we met at a show called Fangirl Central by 2 amazing sister comedians.
And they also have a podcast, I think.
I believe they do,
Fangirl Central.
Check them out. Katherine and I, total strangers. Was this 2021?
I think it was 2022.
And it was a show celebrating fandoms. And so we each just blindly, we didn't know anyone in the show.
No, and in the green room, I saw a woman in a Samantha Pleat jumpsuit with the iconic like medieval like textile that I had been eyeing. And I was like, I got to go talk to her.
Yes.
And I signed up for that show, because I really needed to talk about an obsession, but also because I just had this feeling that I was going to meet people that would really matter to me. Like, that's where my people are going to be. And that's where we met.
That's where we met. I was doing a piece about this time I wrote a Lord of the Rings fan fiction when I was 13, and I got absolutely obliterated online by Tolkien heads. They destroyed my 13-year-old self. So I was doing that piece, and you were doing a K-drama piece.
Yeah, I did one on Crash Landing on You, which I think is an amazing gateway K-drama, and I'm gonna try to get you to watch for an episode at some point.
Yes, absolutely. I know I've never watched a K-drama in my life.
Well,
it's unhinged that I have not.
You're doing a podcast with me, so we're going to get you to watch at least one.
Oh my God.
We're going to have to.
Yeah, so we met, and then we were like, you know what? We're 2 obsessive fangirls forever, like in our 30s. You know, we have been lifelong fandom, obsessive, which we'll get into, but it's like the obsessed spans pop culture. It spans everything beyond pop culture.
I mean, like having a history as evangelical Christians.
Yeah.
It's like a mindset. Like being obsessed is a thing that we both are very familiar with for better or for worse, I would say.
Yeah.
And something we really relate on.
Yeah.
And also take a lot of joy in talking about. Like, I think holding space for someone's obsession and a thing that they just really love to talk about is like one of the best ways to love somebody.
Yeah. And what's really cool is like we host a live show every 3rd Monday of the month. And it's been amazing to see what no one has repeated an obsession.
Yeah.
Which is incredible. And they get so niche, and it's just a celebration. We always say like obsessed is like letting your freak flag fly with your weird little things. So that's what we're going to talk about. And thanks for being along for the ride.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. This is exciting.
How are you doing this week?
I'm doing all right.
Okay.
Let me tell you one exciting thing
that
has happened this week. BTS, the K-pop boy band.
Oh, yeah.
They're out of the military. Our boys are home. They're all
I did not know they were in the military.
You didn't even know they were in the military. That is so funny because it's all I've thought about is how they're still in the military. So in South Korea, all young men have to be in the military for 18 months.
Damn.
It's a thing that you have to do.
Wow.
And it was really weird for a while because BTS brings like billions of dollars into the economy there. So it's like, okay, but do they have to go to the military?
Yeah.
They all went.
Jeez.
So they've been there staggered off and on for about 2.5 years.
So they've not put out music or anything, right?
No, we haven't seen them together.
Holy
and
shit.
This morning I opened up my phone and all of them were together at a concert dancing. We haven't seen their bodies next to each other in 2 years.
Wow.
And our boys are back. They're home.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's huge in the fandom.
It's huge. I
culture.
really needed it. Yeah. The girls are so excited.
The girlies, gender neutral term.
Absolutely.
Are excited. You know, my upstairs neighbor, she is super, super into BTS. And I had mentioned like, maybe I want to get into them. I don't know. Sent me the most amazing email breakdown of like the history, how to get into it.
Yes.
So I have that somewhere. So whenever I like decide to like get into like K-pop and K-drama, I have that manual.
I want to show you like 3 of their music videos and record you watching sometime.
Okay.
Because it's an experience.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not even as big a BTS fan as a lot of people.
Yeah.
Like, because the stan level gets so huge with them. But they brought me so much joy during the pandemic.
Whoa.
Like, I'm just so happy that they're all back together.
Okay.
What about you?
What's going on this week?
Yeah.
Let's see. I am still deep in the trenches of the pit.
You're
you guys.
in the trenches. You're crawling through them.
Like I am fighting for my life
You're out
on
here.
Tumblr. Okay, for those of you listening, I don't know if you remember Tumblr. Obviously you do. Tumblr was like so big, and it's still so big.
It's so big, but it's crazy how it's kind of like recessed in the like minds of what the top kind of social medias.
Oh yeah,
are.
it's like kind of faded away. I love utilizing it for fandom.
Yes.
And so like I have a secret Tumblr that nobody in my real life knows about. No one knows the handle. My husband, my sisters, nobody. They will never. I will take it to my grave. And I got back into Tumblr when I was really into like Pedro Pascal.
Absolutely.
When I watched The Mandalorian season 1.
Tumblr.
Oh my God, freaks.
Girl's dream.
Freaks on there. And so then I recently went back on my Tumblr. I was like really deep into it, reading like, Mandalorian fan fiction, I mean, people write fan fiction about his SNL character, the one that eats the wings.
No.
Yes. They've made up a name for him and they write fan fiction about it.
What's the name?
Daniel.
Is that in the sketch?
I don't know.
They just call everyone's. I love fandom. This is
It's
like
chaos.
the power of fandom.
They fight with each other. They get in on each other. They try to cancel each other. Then they it's chaos. So my whole feed was like Pedro Pascal characters because I'm really against like writing for the real people. Right? It has to be like the fictional character. Yeah. Like no, you don't want to like have the parasocial relationship with the actor. It's about their like character. Then obviously I watched The Pit, and that's just been my life for the last 2 months.
It's so good.
It's so good. Everyone watch it. I'm still obsessed. Watched it twice. I watched it twice all the way through. That's 30 hours of television that I've dedicated to this. And so I went back on Tumblr and I unfollowed all the Pedro Pascal people and I've redone it. So it's all The Pit.
Yeah. People need to be clear. Yeah. When they go to your Tumblr,
they know.
There can be no question.
No. It's no more The Last of Us. It's no more Mandalorian. It is The Pit.
We're all about The Pit.
We're all about The Pit. And there's a lot of crossover on Tumblr between Pedro girlies and the Pit girlies.
Why is that?
Because these are, I think, the older, like, there's a lot of like, right now it's not very, I'm not saying it's not a trend, but like Pedro Pascal is like 50, right? And
Absolutely.
He's like, people are craving that older, sexy, established man.
They want someone who is, oh my gosh, we use this all the time.
Yeah.
It's giving competency.
Competency. Also, I think a lot of like the Pedro Pascal characters, perhaps maybe, or really the pit. I think it's like men through the female gaze. Like it's like everything we want. Like they go to therapy. They're still wounded. They still have issues. We could fix them. Yep. But they're like, it's the competency.
They have a job.
They have a job. They're doctors. They work in the medical field.
They've gone to school.
They've gone to school. And sure, they have flaws. You know, one's addicted to benzos.
Absolutely.
One needs to go to therapy. One has trauma from the military. But you crave that. We could fix them. So right now I'm deep in those Tumblr pit trenches.
You're in these Tumblr streets.
I'm not even going to tell you, but I like wrote a few myself. They've blown up.
Really? The fanfics are blowing up?
One of mine blew up. Blew up. I can't even tell you what the
That is so cool.
But now I'm like, oh God, I'm going to have to delete. Like, you get overwhelmed because it's like 800 reposts and like people like commenting. And I'm just like, I can't handle.
What if you get published?
No.
Because there are like a crazy thing about fanfic now is that like it is where publishers go, specifically in like the romance domain. It's where they go to find and discover new writers.
I know. It's crazy. I also think there's this beautiful thing happening in where fan fiction is losing the stigma of being like a bunch of like horny tweens writing about. It's like, no, it spans everyone. Everyone writes it. It's for the people. But what I read a lot of is like people in their 30s writing it. A lot of like moms postpartum when they're just with their baby, just like writing fan fiction. And it's some of the best. I mean, we'll get into it because this episode we are going to focus on like the power of fandom and fan fiction in particular.
Yeah, we're segueing really well.
I know.
This is going great.
Well, so the director of The Eternals, Chloe Zhao.
Yeah.
She is a big archive of our own fan. There's a quote she says, she like wrote something and she's always been outspoken about like her love of fan fiction. And she's like, she'll never tell people her pen name. And she was like, see you on AO3. And I'm like, yes, it is. I just think it's so powerful and so special. And truly some of the best writing I've ever read is free fan fiction.
It's so wild that these authors are doing this work for free. Yeah. Like, same with you. Some of the best researched, like the most responsibly researched.
Yeah.
I'm going to call them novels.
Yeah.
Like 45 plus chapters.
Yeah.
Because I love a long fic.
You do. I can't. Okay. Catherine was did you finish Green Lights?
No.
It's a Hermione fan fiction.
I haven't finished it yet, but it's
Jesus.
It's
Christ.
like 45 plus chapters.
No. How many words? What's the word count?
Dude, I don't even know.
It has to be like 400,000
It's taken me 2 months, but it's so well written. Like they're doing a great, I mean, whoever the author is like done such a good job of really like character development. Yeah. And here's my thing. I love smut, but it's got to come with like character development building up to that. That's like what makes it really pay off for me.
Yes.
That's what I love.
The tension, the build up.
The tension, the build up.
You love a slow burn.
All the like almost. I love a slow burn. Oh, I love it so much. Oh my God.
Well, that brings us to like, okay, what is your relationship to fandom? When would you first say that you were like, oh, like this is, I'm in, or just, like what was your earliest memory of like fandom and fan culture?
I mean, I think like a lot of millennials, it was Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I think J.K. Rowling is a profoundly disappointing person.
Yes. Piece of shit.
Like truly, I think I've never felt so let down by a hero.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
And a lot of people feel that way. But when I remember being 12 and being on a trip with my family, and we would stop at libraries every couple days. And me and my sister would get to like go on the computer, which was very exciting because computers and the internet were very policed in my family.
Yes.
And I get why, like, because the internet was crazy. It is crazy. I don't know how people with kids like handle this stuff right now. But we would stop at the library and we would get like our 30 minutes on the library computer. And I remember I found this website called Hermione's World. And it was like, it was like a website that was run by the person who wrote this fanfic called Hermione's World.
Because that was when you would publish like fanfics on their own like website address.
Their own website. Yeah, this was before I knew about fanfiction.net.
Yeah.
This was probably 2001 or something like that.
Wow.
Yeah. And it never occurred to me that you could do that.
Yeah.
That like, but of course you could, because I'd been doing it in my head on that whole road trip, just like staring out the window and coming up with my own little stories of like Hermione and like what was going to happen in the next book, la 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 la. And that's where I fell into it. And flash forward me like at home with my 15 minutes of computer time that was directly facing the living room, by the way, like everyone can see what's going on. I would like stealthily like pull up a tab and click print. I would print like 60 pages of a fanfic because no time to be wasted vetting. Like I gotta get this printed so that then I can go and read it. Yep. That was mine.
Wow.
Pat a cake, baker's man.
If your child has moderate to severe eczema that's not well controlled with prescription topicals, their itchy skin can feel uncomfortable when playing with others. Dupixent, dupilumab, helps kids as young as 6 months stay ahead of their eczema.
Pat a cake, baker's man.
So they can have clearer skin and noticeably less itch. Dupixent helps them heal their skin from within, and it's not a cream, steroid, or immunosuppressant. Severe allergic reactions, including skin reactions, can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor right away of new or worsening eye problems like eye pain or vision changes, skin symptoms, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop other treatments without talking to your doctor.
Pat a cake, baker's
Dupixent helps your child feel the heal. Ask your child's eczema specialist. Visit Dupixent.com or call 1-844-DUPIXENT.
Looking to see what's happening around your home? Ring's battery doorbell helps you track packages and see who's at your door in real time. The Outdoor Cam Plus protects your yard at night with a wide field of view and clearer Retinal 2K video. Or upgrade to 4K cameras and doorbells with Retinal Vision for ultra-clear zoom and detail. Your door, your yard, your home. With Ring, it's protected. Shop cameras, doorbells, and more at ring.com now.
What about you?
Definitely like Harry Potter. I think the thing that led me to fan fiction was Newsies.
Oh,
8th grade.
Oh my God, I didn't even talk about Newsies. Okay, yeah, you go off on Newsies and then I'll go off on Newsies.
Well, I'm glad you brought up because these two like things were things that I think a lot of millennial women and people can relate to. Of like, I watched Newsies in 8th grade. My teacher showed it to us. It blew my mind. I flipped out. I went home and on that dial-up internet, I just wrote into Ask Jeeves because I don't think Google was around. We didn't have, Google wasn't a thing. I was just typed Newsies and it led me to fanfiction.net. And that opened my world of like, oh my God. And I don't even remember what the first one I read was, but I started writing like pretty quickly.
Wow.
Writing my own. And it was always like my last name, but a different first name.
Stop it, but it was your last name?
Yes, like full on the internet. It was like
you should have switched it.
It was like Zoe Concepcion.
No one
knew. She had curly brown hair. And I think, and then that opened my whole eyes because then I realized, oh my God, everything I love, Stand By Me, Hanson. Okay, Hanson was the one thing that I would read and consume. It was fan fiction like with the brothers. Like they're not fictional characters. That's probably not, it's not ethical, but.
It's the brothers Hanson, fully.
There was this story, and I recently looked it up. It's still on the internet. It's called Catapult.
I love it when you can look up a story you remember from 10 years ago.
It's still active. It's called Catapult. It's like 70 chapters. It's about a girl. So Taylor Hansen gets into a coma.
No. Coma. Does
in
he
a
not
rock
remember who he is?
So he falls into a rock. He has a rock climbing incident. Taylor Hansen goes into a coma. Then his like spirit meets this girl.
Stop.
So she's interacting with his spirit, and they fall in love. But then he wakes up from the coma and he doesn't remember her.
Oh my God.
So they have this whole love story with his like ghost, basically. He wakes up, doesn't remember her.
That's so good.
It's like a K-drama. It sounds like almost like a K-drama.
That's exactly, I was going to say, that sounds like an anime or a K-drama.
And it was amazing. I think her name was Allie. She had like curly blonde hair. It was clearly just based one-to-one off the author.
Absolutely.
And it was like this epic, incredible love story that changed my life. It was 75 chapters or something. And I read every single one.
Did they end up together?
Of course. Yeah. He does like remember her. And I just.
What a relief.
I know.
Does he remember? So now I'm invested.
Somehow he like does start to remember her, but it's a slow. You should read it.
This sounds like my kind of fic. Like
it's a slow
I don't even.
burn.
I like Hansen is fine to
Right,
me.
no.
I was not looking them up or anything like that.
Yeah.
But this is another thing to get into is like it's a gateway. Fanfic is a gateway to a fandom.
Oh, yes. Yes. Because also, like we've talked about, like I've read fan fiction about characters or movies that I've never seen, but because I love, like if I love Pedro Pascal, he's in something. Oh, someone's writing a great fic about this character of this movie, Triple Frontier. Ever heard of it on Netflix?
I've never heard of that
It has
movie.
Oscar Isaac, Ben Affleck, Garrett Hedlund, the guy from Sons of Anarchy. It's like the lamest movie, but let me tell you, the girlie's right about his Frankie Morales as the character.
And I'll posit with a cast like that, you don't need to watch the movie because we all know where this is headed.
We know where it's headed, honey.
We're going to end up on Archive of Our Own. We're going to end up on Tumblr. I don't need to watch the movie.
You don't need to watch Triple Frontier. And I tried. That's the other thing. Like, because I also remember, like, and I wonder if you were the same. Like, another like obsessive fandom thing is like from a very early age, I would become obsessed with actors. Like, I was obsessed with River Phoenix. Obsessed. He was dead by the time I found out who he was, but I was so deeply obsessed with him. I watched every single thing on his very short IMDb. But it's like, even just like the things that aren't that great, you like need to watch, you know, and like consume.
I wouldn't get obsessed with actors. I think, again, partly because my time on the TV and on the computer was so limited.
Yeah.
So I would get obsessed with a story and the characters. Like I had this, this anime called Card Captor Sakura that Kids WB was airing as Card Captors so that boys would like it too.
Okay.
Yeah, they like put both of them in the front of the poster and everything. And it was like my one show on Saturday morning that I would watch. And I found I remember, this is crazy. I remember walking through my elementary school in 6th grade, having just found this fan fiction on fanfiction.net, but I found it again on the website of the author because I was just looking for stuff about Card Captor Sakura. And I remember being in 6th grade, like imagining what's going to happen next in this fan fiction about Sakura and Lee Shoran, her fellow card captor.
Oh my gosh.
And that fanfic is still running.
Oh,
she hasn't updated it in 3 years.
But it's like open-ended. Isn't that incredible?
It's absolutely incredible. And there's a like community around this fan fiction. It's been 25 years.
I bet she'll update it.
I dedicated a short film I made to her.
Wow.
Because like her work and her stick-with-itness has meant so much. And it's been a couple years, but I know she's like around. She updates her blog sometimes.
Dude.
The last time she updated, like the main characters danced at the dance. And then it was his birthday and he like left with her.
Wow.
And they like magicked mirror images of themselves to trick everybody. And like they're out on the town now. They've been out on the town for 3 years.
I wonder, she has to, maybe this inspiration will strike her.
I really hope so.
Because there's this Lord of the Rings fan fiction I follow called Ravamay's Bane. It's so good. And it's, of course, the classic trope of a girl time travels, ends up as part of the Fellowship.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Oh.
Yeah. And so she's following along each book. So like there's 3 books. So the first one is like Fellowship of the Ring. She wrote, that's the whole thing. Like the character goes along. She just finished the 2 towers. And now she's finally starting Return of the King. And this has been, I mean, it has to be over, maybe not like 10 years, but a really long, long time. And I was following religiously and I stopped because I'm going to wait till she's just finished and then binge the whole thing. But again, it is some of the greatest writing I've ever read. It's incredible.
So impressive to move through those books.
Yes. Every event that happens in, Tolkien's books, she follows, and it's so well done. And you can see her writing improve as well from the first one, because the first one was like 8 years ago or something. Yes. It's like she is incredible. She's updating. And I think that kind of brings us into our next thing. I think of like the power of fan fiction when it becomes stronger than the source material, and really with Harry Potter, I think it's like, I feel like fan fiction is the only way I feel comfortable consuming Harry Potter anymore.
Yeah, I think it's the only like morally okay way now.
I think so, because it's like not putting money in that bigot's hands.
Exactly. And
it's for the people, by the people, and she would probably have a mental breakdown if she read some of the, queer stories on Harry Potter.
So much queer Harry Potter stuff.
Yeah, and it just feels like it's incredible to see like the community of the fanfic in the Harry Potter world. And it really is like it's moved beyond, and like JK could never write. Like the incredible stories I've read in the Harry Potter fandom, fan fiction, that bitch could never.
She could never. That's the thing. Like she planted a seed. But the spirit of that story does not belong to her anymore. Yeah. It's been claimed by the people. And actually, I've got a quote.
Yes.
I've got a quote here. I have a couple quotes. But this is one that I found actually this morning that I love. Writing and reading fan fiction isn't just something you do. It's a way of thinking critically about the media you consume, of being aware of all the implicit assumptions that a canonical work carries with it, and of considering the possibility that those assumptions might not be the only way things have to be. Mm-hmm. That's from Anne Jameson, and she wrote a book in 2013 called Fic, Why Fan Fiction is Taking Over the World. Ooh, 2013.
Damn.
She was early to it.
Well, we were just saying, like, as we were prepping for the podcast, I was like, what is the earliest, like, fan fiction? And it was back in the 60s.
They were, like, publishing zines, right?
For Star Trek. It was Trekkies. Trekkies really, and honestly, maybe even before that, but what I could find was like Trekkies started fan fiction. They were publishing zines about it. And then I think it was in like 1993 that fanfiction.net blew, like once the internet, people got internet in their homes, then like fanfiction.net was created and then it blew up. But it really is incredible to see like, oh, people have been doing this for decades. And it's like, oh, we could get into how so much media is fan fiction anyway. Everything basically is fan
Wicked
fiction.
Is fan fiction.
Wicked is fan fiction. We've talked about so much of like, it's just like everything is. So I think I love that like we're moving into this place where the stigma is being ripped from like, no, this isn't. And also it is that. It is teeny boppers fucking writing smut, and good for them.
And some of the best writers are freaking people who came out of the Twilight fandom.
Absolutely.
Like people who were teens together online, finding each other. And I wanted to say this earlier. It's that feeling that fandom brings you of like, oh, I'm not alone.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not just me.
No.
Like the places that my mind goes, I'm not crazy. Yeah. I'm not bad.
Yeah,
which
exactly.
I don't know about you. When I was a teen, I was like, the worst thing you can be is bad.
Yes, 100%.
I just want to figure out how to be good and not be bad. And when you find a fanfiction.net or a Tumblr or something like that and you're 13 years old, it means so much than just, oh, great, a piece of content I can consume. It means I'm not alone.
It means I'm not alone. And It's so, I would say it really saved me in middle school and beyond. Like the darkest times, you know, when you feel so alone and scared, it's like I could turn to my newsy boys and they would be there for me. There was also, I was like deep into the newsy community. Like I had a pen pal. Like this girl. Okay, you want to hear something crazy?
Yeah.
Oh my God, what was her name? I can't even remember her name, but I remember her pen name.
If you're listening,
Storm
get in
Shadow,
touch with us.
Storm Shadow 21. We started emailing each other. She was Canadian. She worked at a McDonald's. Oh, Chelsea. Her name was Chelsea. And I do remember her last name. I'm not going to say it, but we started pen paling each other. And then we lost touch, right? And then I got really into like in 2013, I did a lot of freelance writing, you know, essays on, what was that one website? I forget what it was called. It was like very popular. I think it's defunct now. And I wrote about how fan fiction like saved me and I mentioned her. And then I get an email.
Stop.
I swear to God. And she's like, I think you're talking about me. And then we started talking again and then we lost touch again. And I don't know. Yeah, completely lost touch again.
Where did she live?
Canada somewhere.
Okay.
She was Canadian and we would just trade stories back and forth. We would just send each other like email updates. And it was such a special friendship to me.
God.
And we would fangirl out and it was like the best ever. But yeah, hilarious.
The same thing has happened to me actually with a couple people. But recently, about 6 years ago, I got in deep with the Reylo fandom, which is Kylo Ren and Rey from Star Wars and Star Wars. And that fandom like became so huge. It's like been written about in Rolling Stones, etc. But there was this fanfic author who, you want to talk about like well-researched. Yeah. She's referencing like the old Star Wars books that came out like in the 90s when they were like Jedi's training at school and stuff. Like she's referencing this really obscure material and bringing it together to same thing as your Lord of the Rings thing. It's like a reimagining of the first movie and then a reimagining of the second movie. She's a New York Times bestseller now. Yes. And I like met her a couple months ago. She came into town for a book event and I like picked her up at her hotel. And I remember like I would be leaving comments on her fic, like giving suggestions about something that should happen. And she used one and it's still in the novel. Wow. It's still in there.
It's so special.
Choice Hotels get you more of what you value. Here's a little tune to help you remember. Same drive, different day. Don't you wish you were getting away? Pack your bags and come on through. Texas, Ohio, Alaska, we're up there too. Comfort Inn, it's calling your name. Save on the stay. Oh, and free waffles are yours to claim. Well, I hope you like my little song. Book direct at choicehotels.com.
Hello, Obsessed listeners. Hey, how would you feel about not just being a listener, but being an audience member? It's likelier than you think. Obsessed is a live show where we ask our favorite comedians to come on and talk about their own hyperfixations. And we have shows at Nico's in Atwater Village, Los Angeles on June 29th and July 20th. We'd love to see you. Follow Obsessed_the show for more information. You can also catch Katherine's solo show, Bellingham Bay, at the Hollywood Fringe in June on June 6th, 19th, and 22nd. Stay obsessed.
I've got a little quotesy quotes here.
Okay.
Fan fiction is a way of the culture repairing the damage done in a system where contemporary myths are owned by corporations instead of owned by the folk. Oh, that's Henry Jenkins, who wrote this book that actually sounds really good, Textual Poachers. It's about like fandom and the way fans respond to like material. But something about this quote, I've known it for years. I feel like it's pretty big in the like fandom community. I love this idea that like actually, no, we've always told stories around a campfire. Like it is modern day folk.
Mm-hmm.
These are the stories that we're telling. They're the stories that impact us. But now, like, they're owned by Disney. They're owned by major corporations. And there's all these questions of, like, how do you, like, consume these in a way that, like, aligns with my values, but also I just, like, love it.
Yeah.
I want to love what I love and interact with the things that I love.
Yeah.
And I think fan fiction does that. Like, fan fiction is actually very revolutionary. It's a way of looking at something in a new way and being like, so thank you so much for creating this, God, author, creator, whatever. Like, I'm going to take it now because it actually belongs to people.
It belongs to people.
Once you release a story, it belongs to the people. I think it's like a spiritual belief I have. Like, the story belongs to people outside of commerce, outside of all of it.
Yeah. I love that. And I think there is a big movement, you know, because there are times where people get fan fictions bound into books and then they try to sell them. And people have tried to make money off fan fiction, and people, real diehard fan fiction people, or not even diehard, just the movement is like, no, fan fiction is free. It should always be free. It should always be accessible. You should never pay for it. And I know recently, like, it was either Dipsy or Quinn, one of those apps that does like erotic fiction, they were trying to market off of Dramione.
For real?
And then a bunch of fan fiction authors were like commenting, being like, this is so fucked, because, like, no, you're trying to make money off of like a fandom. Fan fiction is free. It should always be free.
Absolutely.
Because they were like marketing it like, oh, if you want like your Dramione fix, read these stories. And they were just really trying to like, and they even like showed, I think, like maybe even a screenshot of Archive of Our Own and like how many stories are in the Dramione. And like a lot of Dramione authors got really, rightfully so, pissed.
Absolutely.
And we're like, you're trying to profit and make it like part of this capitalistic machine, when it's like, we do this for free. Which also I have to remember, we've talked about this before, because we get very opinionated about fan fictions, and some fics really piss me off. And I have to remember, this is free.
They're literally doing it for free.
They're doing it for free. Yeah. And like, don't go after fan fiction authors.
That's insane to me. Like, I think that we've gotten to a place as a society where we're used to getting so much for like cheap and fast that something like fanfic that is literally free, we still feel like people still feel like this right to it.
Just don't read it if it's not your thing. Because there's plenty. I mean, when you get into the smut of it all, my God, there is so many. My eyes have been opened as a 35-year-old woman.
The things I've seen.
I thought I was worldly and lived. No, honey. There are things I'm like, oh my God, clutching my pearls.
Yeah.
But it's like, if, you know, what I love about fan fiction too, it's like there's always warnings. There's always like consent is so big of like don't read this if this ain't your thing.
Yes, the author notes at the top.
Author note, baby.
Author notes. Like, it's so responsible.
Yeah.
It's an example of people looking out for people.
Yeah. It's so good. I wanted to ask what your most like obscure or strange fan fiction you've read. Like, is there a show, a movie where you're like, I can't believe I actually looked up to see if there was fan fiction about this? Because I have a few.
That's a great freaking question. I need to think about this because I feel like I have a memory in my head and I'm trying to remember what it was. What's yours?
Well, so we should say too, if anyone's, you know, listening who isn't into the fan fiction, like there is a fan fiction about everything, every single thing. So I remember reading a really great one about It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Oh my God.
It was Dee and Charlie, the pairing. But it was so, I'm not even kidding. It was so good and sweet. Yeah, I bet I could still find it because it's in your history. You know, everything you've ever clicked is in your history of your fan fiction archive of our own. That one was amazing. And then this is like one of those things where I'm like, is this ethical? I don't know. I recently watched all of Band of Brothers. Have you ever watched Band of Brothers?
No, I need to watch it from beginning to end. Oh my God,
it's so good. I'm such a Band of Brothers head now. It's like the best miniseries I've ever watched. It's incredible. But then I was like, you know what? is there Band of Brothers fan fiction out there?
There's absolutely.
Honey, yes, there is. But then I'm like, oh my God, is this ethical? They were real people. And then I'm like, wait, Band of Brothers itself is a fan fiction in many sense because it's like based on, but like, come on now, they're elaborating. And I would say like, yeah, Band of Brothers, I've read a few, and they're always like really great. I mean, they're always just like, I don't know, it gives like, I don't know, but that was one of the recent, that was like as an adult, like a few years ago. I
feel like you can, there's a spidey sense that you start getting where you're watching something and you're like, I bet there's fanfic about this.
Yes.
And you know what that is? That's like maturity and growth. That's taking care of that 13-year-old who's like, I'm probably the only person in the world who's watching Newsies and imagining that I could be a Newsie and they all love me.
There's
I
so
bet
many.
no one else is thinking about that, just me. But no, now as an adult, you can watch something and be like, let's go to the web.
I mean, I recently, at one of our Obsessed shows, I did a presentation on the 2005 House of Wax remake, which is one of my comfort movies of all time. Obsessed. I love it. I'll defend it. There's not enough fan fiction about it, but I did look up because I was a big Chad Michael Murray girly about his character, and it's out there.
Oh
there
my
is
God.
people. There's at least like I think 80 stories in the category on Archive of Our Own.
That's not bad.
It's not bad. It's not enough.
It's not enough.
I need more people to write about.
It's a disappointing number.
It's a disappointing. Maybe I should write one.
You have to be that change.
I need to like do a House of Wax renaissance in the fandom culture.
And now you're blowing up.
Oh no. On Tumblr. I'm so scared. I don't have that many followers, but my story that I did write, it's pretty good. I'm not even going to lie.
But you can't give details.
I can't actually, no. Oh my God, I can't. Because I can't.
Too much.
No, I've said too much already. I can't. I can't. I can't give details.
Okay. I remembered a fandom that actually is not obscure, but I'm surprised there weren't more. I watched this Chinese drama called Love Between Fairy and Devil. It's so good.
I love that title.
I know.
I love that title.
It's definitely like a translation of the title.
I love it.
Love Between Fairy and Devil, to the point. We know what this is going to be. Like grumpy man, sunshine girl.
We love that.
They're
trope.
magic. It's a zanxia, which is a genre of Chinese stories, which are like based in like old folklore. So like gods descending into the mortal world, et cetera, et cetera. And I finished it. I had never felt so hungover from a show where you're just like, I feel like I just like went somewhere and I can't believe there's nothing new to watch with this. Like it's over now. I went to fanfiction.net and there were not a lot of stories.
Did you check Archive of Our Own?
Oh, sorry. I meant to say Archive of Our Own.
Yeah.
Yeah. I usually go to Archive.
The fanfic, the interface is so messed up now.
I know.
It's like, I feel like a dinosaur website. I'll never delete it. There's an app for it.
Oh, absolutely not. Also because like there are some fics that didn't cross over to Archive.
That didn't cross over. And you can only access them on fanfiction.net.
Yep.
But yeah, that's a bummer. Not
It's
enough.
okay.
I hate when you're really stoked about something and you go and you're like, God, there's only like 5 stories. And it's like, no.
I
Because
know.
nothing hits better than finding a story that's like 32 chapters.
Oh
Slow
my
burn.
God. And it already has a lot of like likes
Kudos
and kudos and comments. And you're
And it's
just
complete.
like,
And it's complete.
oh my God.
Because I struggle, and a lot of fan fiction authors get mad about like not getting enough support on their works in progress. But I've been burned so many times. And again, fan fiction's free. I'm not like whatever. I've not finished so many fan fictions I've started writing, but I tend to wait until it's done and then I can binge the whole thing. Yeah.
I really admire you not giving in to those meanies who flamed your stories, because I wrote one chapter of a Newsies fanfic when I was 13 and I got 2 bad comments. I got like 2 nice ones.
And then a few bad ones.
2 bad ones accusing me of writing a Mary Jane.
Okay. Should you explain what a Mary Jane is?
Yeah, and you can help me with this. A Mary Jane is...
Oh, it's a Mary Sue.
Oh,
Sorry.
a Mary Sue.
A Mary Sue.
A Mary Jane. Mary Jane is marijuana.
Yes. A Mary Sue.
A Mary Sue is a character who is kind of like, I guess we'd call her like a pick-me girl now.
And like a manic pixie dream girl.
100%.
Pick me. Just like the cliche.
Yeah,
like,
a cliche. And you know what? I got upset because they were right. They were right. I was writing a Mary Sue who was running away to New York City to escape her abusive stepfather.
It was always abuse.
She was like almost assaulted by her stepfather.
Every time in
and
Newsies.
she has to run away to New York.
I know.
And she's going to be a star on Broadway. And she goes to an audition. And the woman auditioning her is the grandmother of David, the newsie, who's like Christian Bale's best friend.
Yes.
He doesn't get, and there are no fics with him as
I hated Davy. I never read about Davy.
I loved him. He was so kind and his hair was so curly.
Actually, now as a grown woman, I'm like, girl, you should have been writing about Davy.
Davy, he's going to school. He's
he probably will have job security.
Yeah, he's like supporting his family.
Damn, you're so right. You know what's funny? Did you ever do like the casting calls in Newsies fan fiction? Do you know what those are?
Wait, what is it? That sounds so
an
familiar.
author would be like, I'm writing a story. Like, submit your like character. So I would be like your like alter ego. And it would be like, you would describe yourself, what you look like, your newsie name. I think mine was, oh my God, what the fuck was my newsie name? I had one that I used all the time.
God.
And then you would be put into their story with the pairing. So I was always in love with Spock Conlon too. So I was always like wanting to be paired up with Spock Conlon. And then you'd read and you'd be like, it's me. It's me. I'm in it. I'm in the story.
And it's so crazy because you look at Newsies now, Spock Conlon's like a tiny little
a shrimp.
He's a shrimp. But we loved him. We loved him.
Why would they cast that kid as the intimidate? Whatever. We can get into it.
Because they knew that character had a lot of narrative potential and probably couldn't distract from Jack.
I know.
From Christian Bale as Jack.
I do have to mention, I just should mention my number one favorite fanfiction I ever wrote about Spock Conlon, about the virgin prostitute.
Please tell.
she's a prostitute. But she's never had sex.
A virgin prostitute.
Because obviously I was writing this at 13. I've never had sex. All my characters were virgins and they always lost their virginity to the person.
Conlon.
And it was always like amazing. First go.
And he like finds out that she's a virgin and like.
And she's sent to his enemy. So she gets sent to him about it.
Helen of Troy.
And a war happens between the boroughs. For this virgin prostitute. I'm crying, but that was my favorite one I've ever written. It was called Bleed for You. You can look it up. I don't care. I'm very open about my old fan fictions. My current ones you'll never find. My old ones, I wrote about a blind girl going to the Holes camp.
So good.
You know.
Mine is called Red and Gold, and I had no reason to call it Red and Gold. I just thought that sounded like a good story name, and I assumed that I would figure it out as I kept writing why it was called Red and Gold.
And I never
kept writing.
It's okay.
I was too beat down.
It's exhausting. But then once you rip that Band-Aid, but oh my God, I guess we're coming towards the end of our first episode.
I can't believe that tomorrow we're going to wake up and our podcast will be number one.
It'll be edited. It'll be out the day, 24 hours after we recorded it. We're going to be famous. We're going to tour.
24 hours to like go out on the town where no one knows us.
Watch out. Call her daddy. We're
ready.
coming for you.
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
Nina, I mean, we don't know when this is going to like drop, but yeah. What should people know?
I guess, you can find me on Instagram at Nina_Concepcion. Katherine.
You can find me on Instagram at Katherine Bourne Taylor.
And follow our show Instagram, which also will be updating with the podcast info. It's at obsessed_the show. And come to our next live show.
We have a live show every month. It's at Nico's in Atwater Village. It's a super cute wine store. Then you go down the stairs and it's a super cute wine bar and theater. The vibes are very, very good.
Yes.
And we love to do it.
We'd love to do it. Come on out. We'd love to see you there. Oh, and we have, if you have an obsession, you're like, I need to talk about this, in our Instagram and our bio, we have a submission form. It lays out exactly what we're looking, or, not what we're looking for, but how to like submit to our show and or a podcast now.
Yeah.
So fill that out if you want to talk about an obsession with us.
Ooh, I can't wait.
Okay. Stay obsessed.
Bye. Stay obsessed.
We are obsessed.
From artificial intelligence to the gig economy to global volatility, the economy is changing at a dizzying pace. Enter the Managing the Future of Work podcast, the chart-topping and critically acclaimed podcast from Harvard Business School, hosted by me, Bill Kerr, and my Managing the Future of Work project co-chair, Joe Fuller. This show explores technology trends, demographic changes, the rise of the care economy, and many other forces transforming the landscape of work. We'll highlight the insights of business leaders, technologists, and experts like Business Roundtable's Kristen Silberg on corporate workforce strategy, and Khan Academy founder Sal Khan on AI, education, and the future of work. With more than 2.5 million downloads and close to 300 episodes, there is something for everyone. Follow HBS Managing the Future of Work on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you're listening now.
Have you ever wondered why Reese Witherspoon founded Hello Sunshine? Or where Kevin O'Leary got his start? Or even how Alex Earle became the most accessible founder to someone who may not even consider this space? Enter The Founder Mindset, a new podcast from Harvard Business School Foundry, hosted by me, Reza Satchu. As a leading educator in entrepreneurship, I've built multiple high-profile companies and mentored thousands of students and founders through the realities of starting and scaling ventures. And with The Founder Mindset, I'm sharing those lessons with you by sitting down with world-class entrepreneurs, including Witherspoon, O'Leary, and Earle, plus Tim Ferriss, and many more, to break down exactly how they commit, decide, and build for impact. These aren't surface-level interviews. Each episode, I challenge my guests to revisit their toughest moments, their boldest decisions, and the mindset that carried them through. Follow The Founder Mindset wherever you get your podcasts.
Want more? Check out backdrop.fm for extended, ad-free episodes, extras, and more. Thanks for listening.